I know Jan, Feb, and March is supposed to be very stressful months because this is a time where you focus more on studies and the exams, right? And each and every house these days are very much stressed and so much of yelling and some admonitions. All these things are taking place right now. So we know exactly what is happening in each and every house right now. So I have come up with this particular topic mainly because I want to see to it that parents are not stressed so much, and how can you help your child to score in a better way. So this is something that we want, and we want to know about the tips how to stay calm during the time of the exams. Okay, so I would like to begin with a conversation that is really insightful for parents to know. That is what it's just a conversation between the father and the child, which is really important for us to know. The first thing, the child is asking the question to his dad. Okay, um, just tell me, dad, tell me, who are you? The dad says, okay, I'm a human being. It was a weird question, of course, and the dad was not expecting this question. So he says, okay, I am a human being. And again, he's asking the same question again. He says, okay, dad, I know you are a human being. Okay, now tell me, who are you? He was awestruck at that particular question, and he says, okay, I am a businessman. And then the child repeats that question again. He says, dad, tell me, who are you? He says, okay, I am a citizen. And the child again keeps asking a few questions, which is really, makes us think and ponder. And he's asking again, how long have you been identified as a businessman? He said, okay, when I started my business, I've been recognized as a businessman. And how long will you be recognized as a businessman? After this, also, how many years are you going to live like a businessman? He said, perhaps maybe until I do my business, until my business is existing, people will consider me to be a businessman. And after that, what happens? The father says, okay, maybe I will be called as a retired person, or maybe an old chap. People may call me something like that. Now, the father is trying to think about this. And just one question the child asks: did you ever identify yourself to become a father? All our recognition, it's such a powerful question that the child is asking here. Did you ever try to identify yourself as a father? We've been doing all that struggles, we have been struggling in our lives to get that recognition, to get that designation as a businessman, doctor, or maybe an architect or a lawyer. But then the end result we are getting is something which is temporary. People consider us to be a lawyer, people consider us to be a doctor until and unless we have that service. And once the service is done, or once we have completed that particular course, or we are done with that particular service, people don't recognize us. What about our parenting? This is a lifelong connection that we have, but we have never strived ourselves to become better parent. We've been doing all the strategies what we want to have a very good business. We've been doing it. All the courses that we need to become a very good doctor, we have studied that. We have learned all that. But to become a good parent, we have never got any resource. We have never tried. Of course, we have all that resources, but we have never tried to become a good parent, to understand the child. Why am I telling all these things during the time of exams? Because this is very important. Thank you for joining. Whoever is joined, just let me know where are you from, your name, because this gives me a lot of power and energy. So thank you for joining and watching. Okay. Just let me know in the comment section. Where are you from? So that I can, uh, you know, get that energy and that spirit. Inshallah. Okay. So the temporary recognition that we are getting, we've been striving so hard for it. So I want to mention here that these things are not working out for us these days, because when we are trying to strive for all these purposes, like the profession or the career that we are choosing and all that stuff, we've been doing so many things, hard work, and all our money, effort, and time is spent on these things. But what about our children, who are the lifetime asset for us? If you think about this, it's a lifetime asset. Even after our death, children are associated with our name itself. People are calling, okay, the child of so and so, the son of so and so, daughter of so and so. Imagine that bonding and that connection is lifelong. Until and unless we have that, we should understand in depth what exactly is the matter. So let us be mindful about our efforts and where are we heading towards. What is it that actually we need to do? It's not about the exams, it's not about the career, it's not about the profession, it's not about the designation, but society is recognizing us. Be proud that at least we are parents, right? Almighty has blessed us with that particular blessings that most of them are deprived of. Can we say that we need to be thankful to wake us parents actually? Now, we have been teaching our children so many things. We've been admonishing our children with all these advices. We've been telling them, okay, do this, don't do this, don't do that. All kinds of do's and don'ts. We've been telling them, instructing them, commanding them. One question I want to ask: what have we learned from our children? Did we ever try to give them one chance to admonish? Did we ever give them one chance to advise us? Had there been a chance, imagine, I'm just asking you this question. If we give them a chance to exactly advise me, if you tell your child, okay, advise me, what would the child say? He would say, at least stop yelling at me during the time of exams. I'm sure of this particular reply, because most of the houses, I mean, children are worried about this. Children are stressed about this. There are houses where no conversation is held between parents and children during the time of exams. Only the communication between the exam, I mean, regarding the exams and the timetable, the courses or the studies. That's it. Nothing else. Did we ever try to watch a movie during the time of exams? No. It's all restricted, which I totally deny. I don't say that is the right parenting. Little bit of recreation is a must for the child, or for the child to have that relaxation. So some kind of recreation should be there, and that has to be done. It may be any kind, but we are not aware of it. Some kinds of things we need to adapt ourselves. What do we need to do for this? I'll give you an example here, just an analogy to make you understand exactly what is happening right now in the situation here. As parents, we all have to understand. Imagine you're entering a dark room, okay? And in the dark room, there is maybe a stool or a table, something, you have an obstacle and you trip over and you fall. Who is responsible? Whom are you going to blame? Is it the parent you want to blame yourself? No, we have not done anything, right? Are you going to blame that stool or a teapot or a table or whatever? No. Ultimately, who is responsible for this? I would say perhaps it was the darkness in the room. Had there been a little ventilation from outside, things would get solved. had there been at least one effort from my side to switch that particular light to on, or I would on that light, things would set right. We don't take that simple effort. We don't make that effort to just switch on the light. That is a difference. The same thing is happening even here in this world or in this era where parents are ignorant about certain things, and you talk about we are blaming our children, we are blaming our situation, we are blaming our environment, we are blaming about the joint family system, or the spouse is doing this, or you're blaming everybody. Blame game is going on and on. But what exactly is happening is the switch of ignorance, what we have, we don't want to eliminate that. We don't want to switch it off and switch on the uh, the light or the ventilation or something that the resources that we need to learn to become good parents. When the situation is stressful, again, you want to show your stress also. You want to explain all that, or you want to yell at your child. What is going to happen ultimately? It's going to have a lot of impact, right? This will negatively impact the child. So try to make a point, see to it that we become very much aware or mindful about the things that we need to do. Designation that is held lifetime. So what are the things that we can do? There are so many things I can say here as parents. We keep telling our children many times or advising our children, don't do this, or sit and study, don't play now. This is not the right time for you to play. Many things are told. But there are certain things that can be done without advising also. Sometimes you need not tell your child, you need not explain, you give long lectures for half an hour or 1 hour. Not at all required. Simple things can work really well. So what are the things, especially when during time of exams, let us be calm. Let us try to focus what exactly we need to do. The very first thing as parents we need to understand, validate the child's emotions. It is hard for us, but validate the child's emotions. What the child feels about the exams. I've been getting a lot of clients or teenagers coming and telling me, I'm very much stressed during the time of exams because my parents are yelling at me. They don't understand my feelings at all. So why that particular word has come, that sentence, they don't understand my feelings. Because the way we communicate to our children in such a way that exams are, stressful only in their life. For us, it was as if, we convey it as if we used to enjoy a lot. When you start validating the emotions, they feel, yes, I can stay calm. My mother also used to have the same feeling. My dad also used to not like. So validate the emotions of the child. Make them feel that even I used to not like exams. I never liked exams. But that is something that it's mandatory right now. So make them understand. Now, what will you do when you grow up? Do you want to change that entire system? They may say, definitely, I want to change. So what we can tell them, okay, we can empower. We can tell them, okay, if you want to change it, you need to be in that process. If you want to be in the same page, you should be in the same book. And for that, what do we need to do? We need to learn that process. What is there in that curriculum? If you want to change that curriculum, you should know what are the pros and cons. You should know the drawbacks, learn about it. And to learn that, you should be in this particular system. You experience what is happening as, when you write the exams and all that, when you experience it, then you can come out of it. You can bring that change. You have an authority. When you have an authority, you will do it. So come on, you can do it. Come on. In the very future, in the near future, you should be able to do it. Do you agree with me? How many of you feel that yes, I have this feeling about my child also? My child also doesn't like to write the exams, and we are forcing him, and we are, not validating the emotions. How many of you feel that yes, you're not doing it? Okay. So let me know in the comment section if you are really feeling or resonating with whatever I'm talking about. Okay. The second thing is we as parents did not overreact. Sometimes what we do is child is coming and telling me, okay, what will you give me if I read? Okay. The child comes and asks us, what will you give me? Or what is the gift that you give me for reading, for revising? Normally what parents do, I've got these conversations. Parents come and tell, okay, how dare you ask this question? I've been doing so many things for you. You've been getting all these things, went for shopping, we've been doing all these things for you in your life, and still you're not getting us. You don't understand us. And you're asking for so many other things. You're so greedy. So these are the answers that we get. But the thing is, what is going to happen when you ask such questions? Smart parents are those who just, without even telling a word, sometimes these things, messages can be said. That is, you can just write in a sheet of paper. I've been cleaning your clothes for so many years. I've been cleaning the house for so many years. I've been cooking food for so many years. And the money that I'm earning, zero, zero, total zero. Why? Because I love my family. That's it. A simple tactics can show great results. Something that we need to do. As parents, we need not communicate all that to our children with full lecture. The third point is about how to remain stress free, or we have to remain free from stress ourselves. When we are getting stressed, again, our children, we overreact. We need not, be that stressful. We need not try to overreact at that particular point of time. So learn the methodology of how to relieve yourself from stress, because this is very, very important. It's a long process actually. We do that in our master classes also. Upcoming workshop we have, we have a master class on Thursday inshallah, wherein we are going to teach you all that, how to stay calm, and some techniques, some NLP techniques which can help you in making yourself calm down during any stressful situation. So if you're really interested to join that, let me know in the comment section you're interested. So I can give you the details about that as well, inshallah. Okay. So try to remain calm. Try to see that you are not triggered. Your emotions are to be managed very wisely, I would say. Okay, try to see to it that you are also, put yourself in that shoes and understand the child's feelings, and then penetrate into his emotions and try to cope up with that situation. Next is to empower them. Empower your child with positive talks. Never try to degrade him or demean him or his identity. This will create a lot of impact in the child's mind. So try to make sure that you are actually working on the empowerment, or that self-esteem and self-confidence of the child should increase, rather than getting into all kinds of negativity and negative thoughts in the mind. And the last point, which is again very important, is never compare your child. Don't compare your child, because this will create a lot of problems. See, when you want to stay calm, see to it the strategies that you have will make you stay calm. When you do all this, when you compare your child, or when you show your negative behavior, when you don't understand the child's emotions, the child also, that repercussions are seen in the child's behavior. that is creating a lot of impact in our behavior again. And these cycle, it's a vicious cycle that goes on and on. It's creating a lot of problems. So try to make sure that you are not getting into these things. Don't compare the child. Again, the child's emotions triggers and he again feels bad. And then again, you try to bring that particular, cycle back. So never try to do this. These are some of the things that I wanted to share with you. And also let me know in the comment section if you really resonate with all these things. And what is that number one tip that you like the most in all amongst all those 5 tips that I've shared with you. Okay, let me know in the comment section. I would love to read that as well. And if you have any other challenges pertaining to your child's studies, let me know in the comment section. Inshallah, I'm going to come up with those topics as well. Okay, so goodbye for now. Assalamu alaikum. Wish you all the very best for your exams, also for your child's exams. Also, be a smart parent and also see to it that you are having the switch of that particular ventilation on, which I told you, and make sure you are not in darkness anymore. Wish you all